Hello everyone, my name is Kwangmyung Kim and I'm working at the Wisdom Creative Institute of Changwon Information. The topic I want to share today is about developing an on-offline brainstorming toolkit called WOW Idea Board. The reason I developed this WOW board was to find answers to the following questions. Brainstorming is a tool for innovation, but why do we do it just the same way we did 10 or 20 years ago? Can you use brainstorming or other creative ways to make it more fun, effective, and intuitive? Is there a better way or better tool? I started with the questions like this. In particular, I thought that our process of solving a problem follows the DTC thinking model of Christopher Jones. The DTC concept has the same characteristics as you see now. Problem solving is a process of finding a single optimum solution among a number of alternatives. And although the divergence process is dominant, but also transformation and convergence are organically combined. Kwangmyung, who was my professor, also said that each stage of the DTC concept can be repeated and cycled as needed to achieve the goal. The above discussion can be summarized in this diagram. So, the first important requirement in developing a brainstorming toolkit was that you should be able to go through this DTC with one tool. And I thought it would be nice to be able to use not only brainstorming but also many other techniques. And then I thought it would be nice to have an interesting form and enhance the color or shape that inspire participants' curiosity. Also, the main requirements were to refer to each other's ideas, to trigger hitchhiking, and to show visually the divergence and convergence. In the early stages of toolkit development, we brainstormed offline tools using an online brainstorming system. At that time, a story about a Chinese restaurant turntable came out, and the idea of rotation, reference, acceleration, and movement to the center was drawn through a traditional Korean folk game called 강강술래. It is this first version that you can see that was produced after several prototypes by synthesizing the above. The three-way rotating circle boards enabled ideas to be diverged, converged, enabled PMI and random techniques. In addition, it makes the rotating circle boards separated from the main board so that the main board could be classified as an idea. Online and offline links were attached to the main board with NFC so that they could be connected to the idea thinking support platform. Therefore, they could receive support for ideas, stimulators, and upload ideas that they had come up with. I've used this first WOW board for several generations. It was confirmed that it is a universal tool that can be used from elementary school students to one of the largest display producing AR company training centers, from children to adults. These are the feedbacks from the users. Representatively, there were many requests for materials and sizes, and there were opinions that the size should be smaller and the use of the backside should be increased. First, in order to reduce the size, it was changed from a star shape to the rounded square shape, and the material was also changed from PVC to PET. In addition, a checkerboard grid was printed on the back so that it could be used for systematic classification and evaluation, thereby increasing the overall utilization. The idea card was only PMI, but OCU, Scamper, 5W1H, attributive listing, defect DJI listing cards was added, and it was attached as a Velcro with the mainboard. In addition, separate storage boxes and setbacks were also produced. Since the development of WOW Board Plus, brisk sales have been made to elementary, middle, and high schools across the country, and it has been mainly used in classes of senior teachers and teachers reading innovation classes. It was also actively used in classes such as design thinking, maker education, and problem-solving learning. If the biggest requirements in the third development were the structure and material of the main board, the attachment method of the mainboard and the technique card, and enhancement of the evaluation function. In the aspect of hardware, the sub-generation wire board attaches the PP panel to both sides with the EVA in the center, and in the meantime the magnet was inserted so that it is solid and light, and the mainboard and the technique cards are self-contained. In addition, the mainboard can be attached to the blackboard or placed on the desk using a package to enhance the completeness of the product. Also, the use of the backside was enhanced by allowing the use of the now, how, wow technique and the decision matrix. The 8 assessment criteria required for this evaluation are included in the technique card package. The techniques available for the DTC process using the third generation wire board are shown in this diagram. For the development of creativity, educational tools based on DTC thinking were developed 3 times and named Wow Idea Board. In the future, more research is needed on the utilization of a Wow Idea Board by subject and subject convergence, research on online and offline linked Wow boards, and individual idea tools that can smoothly carry out DTC ideas in untapped situations is needed. Please refer to the appendix for details on how to use the Wow board. Thank you for your attention.